day trading, some traders show their wins and others show too much.
My God! Dude! $1,000. Let's go!
Perfect entries, perfect exits, unreal profits. But when the camera rolls a little too long, the cracks start to show. In this video, we uncover the moments where trading success started to look a lot more questionable. Without any further ado, let's begin. As the car rolled down the road, the whole scene already felt off. Tori celebrated Peyton's $1,000 trade like it was the ending of a movie.
Cheers to $1,000 day. I gotta record my sister closing her biggest trade ever. Woo! Oh, shit. It's open. Oh my God.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Shut up.
This closing that bitch.
Oh my God. Dude. $1,000. Let's go.
It looked less like a real moment and more like a scene made for the camera. Then Tori showed the stats. The win rate, the score, the fast praise, it all came out so smoothly that it felt rehearsed.
Here's my stats. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so we're up 1,948. We'll call it $2,000. 55.56% win rate. This is fascinating. If most people were to just see that, they'd be like, there's no way she's profitable. There's no way she's making money. Because half the trades you lose.
Those are small losers.
Exactly. That's where this comes into play. Beautiful win to loss ratio over here. For every $90 you lose, you make $270.
Instead of building trust, the numbers raised more questions. Some of the tools on screen looked suspicious too. They seemed designed to impress beginners, not clearly prove anything. And the strangest part was that all of this happened while driving, which made the whole thing feel even more reckless and unbelievable. Was this real trading, or just a polished show for views? And if that felt staged, the next trader made things look even more questionable. He started with a bold promise.
Over the next 7 days, I'm gonna try and turn this $100 into $1,000 day trading.
Right away, it sounded exciting. But as the challenge went on, the cracks began to show.
Die, baby, die! New low, $182. New low, $188. Glad we switched it to puts. That's what I thought the whole time.
He kept changing direction in the middle of trades.
All right, guys, change the plan. We're about to enter puts because we are coming down to the 600 level. I want to wait for it to get a little bit closer, and then we'll enter.
Flipping from calls to puts, then changing his story again when the market moved against him.
It got a whole 596. 1 hour looks great. Swiping. I'm in those. We're about to get rug pulled like meme coins. Just could easily be a rejection at this highs, and then that would have been a crazy entry for puts. It really is a great entry for puts. All right, chat, I'm about to switch it. All right, switched it. We literally like basically broke even on the last trade, maybe down like $10. So never thought I would be stressed about $100.
That made the plan feel unstable from the start. He kept talking about confirmation, but more than once, he entered before the candle had even closed.
Let me anticipate this close. Now, this is the 4 hour time frame, and it still about had 2 hours left. I was like, okay, I'm still gonna enter because we rejected it twice at the top of this area right there. It was looking great.
That broke the very setup he claimed to follow. Then came another major red flag. He admitted using unsettled funds and brushing off a good faith violation just to keep the challenge moving.
You guys know I had to get this to exactly $400. I don't know how, but Schwab just allows you to keep trading these unsettled funds. They'll give you a GFV violation, but I don't care because this is not my main account.
That made the entire run feel less like discipline and more like content built for drama. Even the big wins felt suspicious because the numbers jumped fast while the explanations stayed weak. And if this challenge looked shaky, the next big name trader made the performance even bigger. Alex G entered the video like a big name trading star. He sounded confident, calm, and completely in control, making the $160,000 trade seem almost effortless.
We closed off the week with $160,000.
But the more he spoke, the more the story started to wobble. He kept throwing around technical phrases like wick fill, liquidity grab, and set and forget.
I mean, honestly, it's just been really standstill for the last 3 days. So right now we have no other choice but to fucking set and forget, honestly. but it literally looks like it's about to do the same exact thing. Double bottom, liquidity grab, go. Double top, literally on the way to the liquidity grab to then sell. We got no other choice but to just wait.
But his reasoning seemed to shift whenever the price changed. One moment, he sounded fully certain.
We're locked in, we're good, we can set and forget this shit until it hits take profit.
The next moment, he admitted he did not really know what the price might do.
Well, I really don't know. I actually have no fucking idea.
That is a serious red flag. He also kept celebrating huge floating profits before the trade was actually finished, which made the win feel exaggerated.
And look at us now. Beautiful. Well, you know what? Let me not speak too soon because this is still technically not at my take profit. I could close right here for a 1 to 2. Technically speaking, right now we are up on this trade. Drum roll, please. A total of 100. Oh my God. We're up $146,000 on this trade right here.
Another suspicious part was the lack of strong proof of a fully verified live account history in the clip. Instead, it gave off a demo account feeling, or at least a heavily staged showcase built to impress viewers. The confidence sounded strong, but the transparency felt weak. And after that, the next clip made the same pattern even harder to ignore. You see, this trader appeared polished from the very start. Calm voice, smooth delivery, confident analysis. Everything about him was designed to make viewers trust him. But once the trade began, the cracks showed quickly. He admitted the setup was a little bit weird.
But we do have a lot of space to fill in. Also, are quite overextended. A little bit of a weird trade, but we are on NAS 100 here.
Said he did not really know what caused the gap and still entered anyway. That was not precision. That was guessing with confidence. He also kept changing the story. First, he said he wanted a proper bottom wick.
I'm very high up, but this is a new 30-minute candle, so I'll wait for some kind of bottom wick. If it doesn't get created,
then he decided a weak reaction was suddenly good enough just to enter.
And we started to see these kind of rejections, so that's definitely good enough for a bottom wick on the 30-minute if we are going to go up now. And I am completely fine with.
Later, he spoke as if the move had been obvious all along, even though earlier he admitted price could easily run without him.
This has just retested the zone completely. If I actually move this over here, complete retest of the zone, and it still just ended up winning after all this horrible price action. Like I said, bro, the chances of it actually breaking past this low.
That shift made the trade feel less authentic. He also promoted his Vibe group and coaching during the trade.
Of course, this has been sent to the VIPs. I sent it before, said kind of what I was waiting for and my entry. I'm doing this every single week. We've got a coaching call in 30 minutes actually. So if that does interest you, as well as having morning forecasts, seeing all my backtest results, as well as stats on previous months of the year, and I mean a bunch more.
Which made the video feel more like marketing than real execution. The results looked clean on the surface, but the whole thing still carried that same demo account staged showcase energy. And once you notice that pattern, all 4 clips start telling the same story. Now, let's move on to our final case. It started like a lesson.
Yeah, let's go. Wait, so how much are you up?
But it quickly felt more like a setup for content than real education. He let his friend buy risky options with almost no understanding, then acted like that confusion proved some bigger point.
You're just going off of pure intuition, which is what most people will do. Or maybe they'll read an article. What are you going to do? That's the question.
Yeah, it's going to go
up or down. You think it's going to go up?
I know it's going to go up.
Okay, you know it's going to go up.
I know it's going to go up. This is easy.
He mentioned theta and time decay, but still pushed the beginner towards short-dated contracts.
Theta. Now, theta is time decay. Each day, you're going to be paying to play, essentially. So each day you hold these contracts, it's going to be costing you a certain amount every day.
Which is exactly where mistakes get expensive. The biggest red flag came when he openly said beginners should risk only 5%.
It's a rule of thumb. It's don't buy more than 5% of your portfolio on a single position.
Yet let his friend throw basically the whole account into one trade. That completely broke his own rule.
And I'm doing 100%.
Yep.
Then he switched into teacher mode, using charts and indicators after the trade was already placed, which made the lesson feel backwards. He even promoted copying his trades through a mentorship right before revealing the result.
Part of the mentorship group is having the ability to see the trades that I take. So Essentially, you can kind of copycat my trades. I post my entries and my exits, which is pretty cool.
Which made the whole thing feel less like real training and more like a sales funnel. And when you look closer, the win doesn't feel like skill. It feels like lucky timing dressed up as proof.
Yeah, let's go. Wait, so how much are you up?
I don't know.
You're up
$72. I'm
$72.
so good at this, dude. $88. How do I trade? Trade. Sell?
Sell. How many contracts? 8. Type in 8, and then you could get filled. You could choose what price you want to get filled, but it'll just find the average. So
What one do I do?
you could try to get filled higher, or you could just click review and send. That's called beginner's luck.
But moments like this are just the surface, because in trading, the gap between what's shown and what's real can be massive. Click on the video on your screen right now to watch top 7 times celebrities lost millions trading live. We'll see you there.